Colin to me gives Regency frat boy. Is he charming or is his last name just Bridgerton? Guys, I'm literally not joking right now. That scene made me cry so hard.
Honestly, I just come for the snacks. I really don't even care about these rides. I just want the snacks.
Greetings and salutations, my dearest friends. My name is Samantha, and today I'm going to be doing a reading vlog where I reread the fourth book in the Bridgerton series to prepare for season 3. Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to be filming another reading vlog. You guys know I love filming reading vlogs because I just love chatting with you guys and taking you along with me while I'm reading and just living my regular life. This video is going to be all Bridgerton themed. You guys know Bridgerton season 3 is just around the corner. Actually, the day that I'm posting this is the day that part 1 of season 3 is going on Netflix. So it's kind of fun, a little themed reading vlog. I'll know from the promotion and the marketing and the interviews that season 3 is going to be Colin and Penelope's season, which is actually book 4 in the Bridgerton series. I am going to be rereading the 4th book in the Bridgerton series, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, which is Colin and Penelope's book because their season is coming up and I want to prepare for it. It's going to be a fun Bridgerton themed vlog. I'm doing this in a collab with my two sweet friends, Christy from Christy Reads a Lot and Jessica from Peace Love Books. 3 of us host the Historical Hellions, which is our historical romance book club. Every month we get together and we read a historical romance published before the year 2000. We all have a deep love for historical romances and we love focusing on classic authors, bodice rippers. Like, that's just the theme of our book club and it's so much fun. We've been doing it for about 3 years, I think. Long time. Lots of live shows, lots of books that we've read. If you ever want to join us with the Historical Hellions, feel free. We post all of our updates, books that we're reading, and our live show dates on our Historical Hellions Instagram page. Christy works really hard on creating really cool graphics for that page, so make sure to give it a follow, and that's where to like stay the most updated on like what we're reading. Anyone can join the live show. Even join the live shows if you haven't read the book, because we end up chatting about books and life in general towards the end of those live shows anyways. But in honor of the Bridgerton season coming up, I decided to do a bonus book pick this month and we're going to reread Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. That was the longest intro ever, forgive me. Be sure to go follow Jessica and Christy so you can watch their video, and yeah, that's what this reading vlog is going to be. I gave myself about a week to finish this book, so I'm going to take you guys along with me throughout the week. It's actually going to be a pretty busy week, I'm not going to lie. I have a lot of work to get done. And my family's planning on going to Disneyland. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with them. A lot of stuff is going to be happening this week, and I'll kind of bring you along. Alright, Bridgerton book 4. I've read the entire Bridgerton series, I think around the beginning of the pandemic, so that would have been like 2019, 2020. I'd read other Julia Quinn books prior to that, but when they had announced that they were going to pick the series up and make it a TV adaptation, there was a lot of people doing like different book clubs and read-alongs. I did end up reading the entire Bridgerton series back to back. I do really like Bridgerton as an adaptation, even though it is a little different from how the books portrayed it. Julia Quinn, I think, is an amazing historical romance author. I will admit, Bridgerton is not my favorite historical romance series in general. I do definitely have some other favorites that I love more, but I think it's a fun one regardless. Something I will admit that I have to just get out there in the beginning of this video is that the 4th book, Colin and Penelope's book, is not my favorite. It is not. I think originally I gave it like 2 or 3 stars, so I'm interested to see how I feel about it upon reread. Within like the Bridgerton series, my absolute favorite book was The Viscount Who Loved Me, which is the 2nd book, Kate and Anthony's book. I loved that like enemies to lovers vibe. 5 stars, such a good book. I really did love Benedict's book, which is the 3rd book. That's a Cinderella retelling. If you didn't know, I love Benedict. I love Benedict, especially Show Benedict. I love the casting for him. My mans. I love him so much. And then I did like Gregory's book. I did like Eloise's book, but I wasn't a huge fan of Colin and Penelope's story. So again, very interested to see how I will feel on the reread. I did download the audiobook for this book on my Hoopla app. I'm going to listen to it through my library. It's 13 hours long. I don't remember it being that long of a book, but anyways, I'm going to listen to the audiobook this time around. I think the first time I read it physically, and we'll see how it goes. Editing Sam here, you must forgive me, because I don't think I ever stopped for a second to explain the plot of this book, because it's the 4th book in the series. Everyone already knows what Bridgerton is, so I'm sorry. Bridgerton series is written by Julia Quinn. It is a 8-book, 9-book? I think it's 8. Anthony, Benedict, Colin, Daphne, Eloise, Francesca, Hyacinth, Gregory. 8. 8-book series that follows the Bridgerton family, all of the siblings and their individual romances. What's really great about the Bridgerton series is the family aspect, because you get to see the different characters throughout the entire series. Obviously, this is a really popular, well-loved series. It's been around for a really long time, and it just recently got picked up through Netflix for the Bridgerton TV adaptation. And now we're on our 3rd season. Technically, the 3rd book is Benedict's book, but right now the 3rd season is going to be Colin and Penelope with Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, the 4th book in this series. Penelope and Colin have known each other for a really long time. Penelope is best friends with Eloise, who is Colin's younger sister. It's like that classic trope of secretly being in love with your best friend's older brother. Penelope has been pining after Colin ever since she was like, I don't know, 16, 17 years old, and Colin has just been blissfully unaware, living his best life, being a bachelor, traveling abroad, living his best life. Coming back for a season, his family is determined that he gets married because they really want him to stay in England rather than traveling and leaving all the time. She was his younger sister's best friend, yada yada yada. So now that he has come back from his travels, he starts to see her in a different way. Okay, she's a little sexy, she's a little grown, and it follows their friends to lovers romance. Alright, I just filmed the intro to this video, and now I have shifted the camera to show you my corner of chaos, my corner of shame. My shelves desperately need to be organized right now. I don't even know where to start. I usually sit right here in front of these 2 shelves. I have 3 shelves in my room plus books in the closet, so I have a lot of books in my room, but I normally sit in front of these shelves, and this is mainly my historical romance section. I easily have about 800 historical romances from last counting. Okay, all right. Let me explain. The reason I have so many, I used to have this really awesome bookstore near me. It was like right by my job. It's a used bookstore that had so many amazing finds there. Every paperback was $1 and every hardcover was $2. You could also bring in books and exchange them and get store credit, and it was just like heaven. I loved this bookstore. I would go nearly every single day during my lunch. The people knew me. I would spend my entire lunch there. I would read in there, eat. I just love this bookstore so freaking much. Well, it closed because of the pandemic. The rent was too high in the location that it was in because it was in a mall. That entire mall had shut down, including that bookstore, for months and months and months because of the pandemic, and they just couldn't afford the rent anymore. And when they had closed it, they had a massive like everything goes sale. They were not planning on reopening somewhere else. They were just wanting to get rid of a lot of the books that they had left over. So they had this day where you could come in with any size bag. Did not matter the size bag. I believe I couldn't get that day off, so I ended up sending my dad and literally drew him a map of the bookstore and told him which sections to focus in, and he really came through. I do have that video where he went to the bookstore and got me a bunch of books, and guys, when I tell you I had hundreds and hundreds of books from that specific haul, and we spent like less than $80.
I'll show you how I did on my book haul. I think my daughter might be a little proud. She'll let you guys know if that's the case. See if I did good, guys. What do you think, huh? Oh. I might have overdone it a little bit. I don't even know. What do you guys think? I think that's called a book haul.
Oh, I will leave that video down below. It's kind of old now because that was in the beginning of the pandemic. That is how I accumulated this collection. Some of these books are literally like toppling over because I need to anchor these bookshelves. They're not anchored, which is concerning for a lot of people, and I know I need to anchor them, but anyways, the reason I'm sitting in this corner is not to organize it, God no, because that would take a full day. It's because I need to find the book that we're gonna read. I was thinking maybe if I have time, I will read some of the physical book as I'm listening to the audiobook. So I need to find the book somewhere in this chaos. You guys remember these editions? I think like Walmart did this one, Target did this one. This one was The Duke and I, and it's like a larger hardcover. And then this one was The Viscount Who Loved Me. I really liked these editions, and I don't think they're doing one for the 3rd book. I do have these signed by the author. I was lucky enough to... Is this not signed by the author? Where did she sign it? Oh, here you go. How cute. It says, "For Samantha, we are all diamonds." Julia Quinn, you're so sweet. Was lucky enough to see Julia Quinn at a book signing 2-3 years ago. It was a historical romance book signing. Our admission was free. I went with my friend Lacey from Lacey Book Lovers, and I expected like it to be chaotic, and it was so chill, so relaxed, barely any line, and I was able to get all of my Julia Quinn books signed. And I brought essentially her entire backlist. So yeah, that was a pretty cool experience. Yeah, I really did like these editions that they did. And one time I went to the Bridgerton experience. They had like a Bridgerton inspired ball in different cities for season 2, and me and my friend Lacey from Lacey Book Lovers, we went to that as well. And this was like the little card we got when we entered it. That was so fun. I wore this like ginormous ball gown. I'm pretty sure I filmed all of these experiences, so I will throw them up so you can see. But that was a lot of fun. Oh, this was the movie tie-in for season 1. I think she's like deep in there. Like, these are 3 rows deep, and I think she's the 3rd row. Oh god. Okay, let's just start taking this down. Because right here on the front is W, all of like my Kathleen E. Woodowitz books. Oh no, she's right here. I already see her. Perfect. Oh my god. How lucky is that? Could we be so lucky that it's like on the top? How to Marry a Marquess, Dancing at Midnight, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. Oh my god. The luck that we have. Amazing. Don't topple over. Ah, I'm so excited. It says book 4 right here. It's like labeled. My bookstore must have labeled it. There's the step back. Absolutely stunning. Do you guys remember Step Back Saturdays? That was fun. I'll show you some of the books as I'm putting back. I have my Joanna Shute books right here. Love her. She's definitely one of my favorite historical romance authors. Tapestry by Karen Rainey. This one was not alphabetical. It was in the wrong spot because this was our historical romance pick for April. It was a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I gave it 4 stars. It was pretty good. Our other 2 months for historical Hellions, I can't remember which one was February and which one was March. I did not like these 2 picks. These were not good picks. This is Till Dawn Tames the Night, and I gave that one 2 stars. And this is Tempt Me with Kisses, which I also gave 2 stars. And, you know, sometimes it's a miss. That just happens. But yeah. Come in.
Are you filming?
I am filming. What's up?
I need your opinion. I want to wear the shirt.
Oh my god, you look so beautiful.
I want to wear the shirt so bad.
You look amazing.
But it's see-through.
Barely.
You're sure?
I literally feel like I can't see it. Hold on. Let me turn the light off. Alright, my sister came in my room, but we're going to still put some of these books away. Perks of Being Wallflower by Erica Ridley. This one was a sapphic romance that I really liked. Oh, I also really love Diana Quincy. I think she's an amazing historical romance author, and I'm pretty sure she is like still actively writing. Oh my god, I see my Bertrand Small books. If you guys have never read Sky O'Malley by Bertrand Small, you need to. That is the most wild, bonkers, fast-paced, amazing historical. I love it. And I heard that it did get picked up. Like, the rights for it did get picked up. So hopefully we do see like a TV show or movie adaptation on that one. Need to get some stuff done. My family's planning on going to Disneyland today. I wasn't planning on going with them, but they're sort of like guilt tripping me into going. So we might go, and I'll try to vlog for you guys. But Mother's Day is this weekend. I'm gonna put some of the gifts together. Because I have time. I have gifts for my mom and my grandma, obviously, but also my older sister because she's a mom. My nephew is about to be 3. I want her to have like a cute little gift to open as well. Although I'm sure her baby daddy's going to get her something. But let's go ahead and put a little bag together for her while we talk. I heard like this little skincare headband. I gotta take the price off though. While I do this, I'll kind of tell you guys about my feelings or like what I remember from reading book 4 the first time around, and we'll see like if my opinions change. So I gave book 4, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, I would say like a 2.5 star, 3 star. Not my favorite historical romance, and definitely not my favorite in the series. And that's simply because I do not like Colin or Penelope. I don't like either of their characters. And when I say that, I'm saying I don't like Colin and Penelope as a character. I'm not saying anything about the casting. I'm not saying anything about the actors. I think the entire casting for Bridgerton is fabulous. All of the actors are so immensely talented and funny. Like, their interviews are hilarious. And I think they're gorgeous. Every single one of them. A lot of people get up in arms when I say I don't like a character. And I'm talking about, like, the fictional character. I'm never talking about the actor. I don't like Colin or Penelope. They're probably some of my least favorite characters in the series. My least favorite character in the entire series is Daphne. Can't stand her. I think she's so toxic. So I got my sister some makeup wipes that she uses. That's why I got the skincare headband. They match. Oh, no. Let's use the blue bag, right? We're going with a theme. So got her some house slippers because we don't wear shoes inside the house. We only wear house slippers. So I thought these were kind of cute. And again, they go with like the cozy theme we have going on. Where am I going with this? Oh, Colin and Penelope. Colin and Penelope, I just don't care about. I don't care about them. Colin to me gives Regency frat boy. Who's a character in modern day, he would be like Alpha Phi president. Okay, hugging kegs, sleeping with a different girl every night. He just gives fuckboy energy. He does. He gives young boy, not a man. He gives young boy. And then Penelope, she kind of gives pick me girl. She does. And I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. He, like, for Colin to leave and, like, travel the world. Where did he go? Greece? I don't fucking know. Travel the world, live his best life, sleep with all these women. And after he's living his best life and sowing his wild oats, all of a sudden, he's interested in Penelope, who has clearly been pining after him for so fucking long. Give it a rest. Give it a rest. To me, they don't give endgame. They give, like, first relationship vibe. And I think you're so cute, and we're gonna have, like, this really steamy experience, and I have a lot of love for you, but, like, first relationship vibes, not endgame. That's how I feel about the characters just from memory from, like, the first time, but who knows? Maybe on reread, I'll feel differently. I mean, in some ways, a lot of the older Bridgerton brothers, Anthony, Benedict, and Colin, give fuckboy energy, but, I mean, Colin really, really does. Anyways, okay, so that's my sister's gift. Ugh, I need to get a bigger bag for the slippers. Perfect. Come in.
You know what my biggest fear is right now? Getting dress coded at Disneyland.
Dress coded at Disneyland? Why would you get dress coded?
My shirt. Too much cleavage.
It is not so much cleavage. They only do that when it doesn't have like a strap and could like fall off.
Oh.
I'm not gonna dress code you. I wish they would. I wish they. No, let me not. You're wearing the Disney necklace I got you.
I am.
It looks so good on you.
I know. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm so happy you like it. I wasn't sure if you would like it or not. But you.
Yeah.
I don't have a Disney shirt to wear. Do you have any Disney shirts? When they guilt tripped me into going, I was not going to go with them. I was literally just going to stay in my bed and read all day.
Tigers! Tigers! 20 feet! But don't worry, we are completely safe. We're only 15 feet away, so he'll jump right over us. Look, a snake! Snake! And right over there, that's Ginger. Ginger snapped. She is one tough cookie.
Where are we? Pirates? Yeah. What sound do pirates make? We're in Star Wars land. They're going on the ride. I'm getting some food because I'm so hungry. Honestly, I just come for the snacks. I really don't even care about these rides. I just want the snacks. The corn dog, the turkey leg, the beignets. Right now I'm gonna get mac and cheese. I just want snacks. But yeah, we have a nice little view of the ship. What is it called? What are you eating? Ew, don't show me.
You're gonna go on the teacups.
I literally do not want to go on the teacups at all. Save me! Save me! I'm already dizzy. Just sitting here, I'm already dizzy.
Just sitting here.
I feel like I'm going to puke the churro I just ate.
I'm so excited.
Oh my god, oh my god. My phone is gonna go flying. No, it's not. Change into a different outfit, but it's the same day. But I've got a package. I got a package. I got a package. Hey, 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 hey. This is actually from Jessica. Jessica from Piece of Books. Went to a few. My God, girl, you said this is gonna get you safely. Oh my god, you packaged it so cute. Stop. Jessica went to a few book signings that I was unable to go to, and they had some special editions that I really, really, really wanted, and she was able to get them for me. You also saw this bookmark and had to get it for you. It's inside the book. Oh, you're so sweet. Look at the bookmark. It's strawberries. Stop. I'll cry right now. Thank you, Jess. That was really, really sweet. Okay, so the first edition was a Hello Lovely edition. This is One Pucked Up Pack by Sarah Blue. This is a hockey reverse harem romance that I absolutely loved. If you guys didn't know, I'm obsessed with Sarah Blue. Like, I love her books. I've read pretty much her entire backlist. Oh, and she also got it signed and specialized. Thank you, Jessica. And then, oh my god, look at these covers. Insane. These are the special signing editions that Catherine Cowles had. Stunning. So this one is Fractured Sky, and this one is Shadows of You, which I think this is probably like my favorite special edition cover I've seen. It's so pretty. The foiling, the design, absolutely stunning. I love how this video is already so long, and I haven't even started reading the book. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping. Benedict is so fine. And for what? Oh my god, he's so fine. I cannot wait for his season. We gotta work today. I'm working from home. I was listening to the audiobook just a couple minutes ago. I put it on pause and I switched to rewatching season 2. Lots of preparation going into this Bridgerton season 3. I'm rewatching season 2 because I remembered I have a live show tomorrow with the girls to talk about season 2. So I think I'm on episode 3 right now, and then I'll go back to listening to the audiobook. I love the narrator that does this audiobook. I think she's fantastic, so I'm having a really good time. However, I don't remember I don't remember them being so harsh about the description of Penelope in the beginning. They literally call her ugly and uninteresting. They said she was uninteresting because she's so shy and she like stumbles upon her words and stuff like that, but I'm like, put some respect on her name. Stop. That's ridiculous. Way is definitely a thing in the beginning of the book, and the way she is described, which is kind of frustrating in a sense, because I know a lot of people had issues with the fact that Colin kind of like shows interest in her when she's like pretty and a little skinnier and stuff like that, which can be a little bit, that's just like trash behavior in general. Do you remember her wearing like really bright dresses that didn't suit her? Like, I remember that being a thing because it's a thing in the show. She always talks about like looking like a sunflower or whatever. But yeah, very interesting start when that happened. I was like, okay. And then for some reason, I thought that Colin said that he wasn't going to court her. Like, I would never court Penelope Bridgerton. But nah, bro says straight up, I'm never going to marry that woman. Devastated. If I was Penelope and I rounded the corner and he had said that, I would just melt to the motherfucking floor. She handled that with so much grace. Oh my god. I would be mortified. And I would never talk to that trash man. Again, Colin just gives frat boy. He just gives frat boy, and I don't know. Anyways, so far my thoughts aren't changing. Break right now, and I'm literally crying. Oh my god. That scene with his dad, I can't. That's so sad. Oh my god, even on a rewatch it makes me cry. I'm such a baby. Guys, I'm literally not joking right now. That scene made me cry so hard. You know what? Season 2 is good. I didn't like it originally because they strayed so far from the book. But now, like, going into it, remembering that they did that, it's pretty good. This vlog is supposed to be rereading Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. And now I'm just rewatching season 2. But it all relates. It all relates. Oh my gosh, today is busy. I literally have this whole weekend planned down to the hour. Like, literally down to the hours. There's so much going on. Just got off of work right now. I was working from home, and my sister had a pop-up shop today. My sister's a baker, if you didn't know. She has a pop-up today, and I wasn't planning on going because I worked, obviously, and had other plans, but she texted me saying she needs help. So we're gonna rush over there, help as much as I can, and then keep it going, keep it pushing. Now I'm in a little bit of a rush. Anyways, I finished my rewatch of season 2, and oh my gosh, I love Kate and Anthony. I really do. I think the first time I watched season 2, I was frustrated of how much they changed the TV series versus the book, especially how they like ruined the relationship between the two sisters, because I remember that being such a strong bond in the book, and I really loved that and really related to Kate because of how close she was to her sister. Watching it as a rewatch wasn't as frustrating because I knew what to expect, and I kind of just enjoyed the show a little bit more. And I just love the actors on their own. I think they bring so much to the characters. So yeah, my thoughts definitely did change on a rewatch. And I will say my thoughts are also changing a little bit on this reread of Colin and Penelope's book. I think I just like Penelope a little bit more. When I first read the book, I just thought she was like a pick-me girl. I really did. I just felt like she deserved better than Colin, and her lack of confidence was really the only reason that she was pining after him for so long. Yeah, I just never really connected or liked her character all that much. Now I have, you know, different thoughts about it, and I'm liking Penelope as a character. I'm not gonna put on a lot of makeup. I'm gonna just use this serum foundation from CoverGirl. It's not really a foundation, it's more of like a skincare primer, but it has a small tint to it just to cover up some redness. Where was I going with this? Oh, Penelope. Yeah. So a lot of her actions make sense now during a reread just because of the time period and, you know, the sacrifices she would have to make to like secure her own future and stuff like that. A lot of her actions do make sense because of the time period. Still not the biggest Colin fan. Of course, Julia Quinn writes amazing like chemistry, sexual tension. I feel like what is just lacking for me personally, and what I struggle to like believe the romance essentially, is just I don't feel a lot of emotional connection between Colin and Penelope, and I really do think that could be just Colin's lack of emotional intelligence, to be honest. And in a sense, that's no fault to him, right? He's out there sowing his wild oats, traveling the world, finding himself, and then he comes back. All of a sudden, he notices Penelope, even though she's literally been right in front of him this whole time. They really do just lack, for me, that communication and emotional connection. So that's how I feel so far about everything, really. Really quickly, I've been using this new mascara. This is the e.l.f. lash extender. It's a tubing mascara. I don't know if you guys have ever tried tubing mascaras, but they have a really interesting formula. They essentially create these tubes around your eyelashes. Formula does not smudge or flake and can only be removed with warm water. Find that they really hold a curl so well throughout the day. Oh, you can see the difference, right? It looks so good. And when you remove it with warm water, it's like these little tubes that just like slush off of your eyelashes. It's so strange, but it also makes it so easy to remove. I could chat with you guys literally forever. I love you. I'll talk to you later.
What are you recording?
Vlogging.
Oh.
The samples are here if you want to try a cookie. I'm always cracking up. Always cracking up whenever I read a spicy scene at work. Well, I'm working from home right now, so it's not as scandalous, darling. But I'm over here, straight-faced, working on an Excel sheet, and it's just, you know. The scenes are like spicy or whatever, but I've read some crazy bonkers books at work with my headphones in, obviously. Unfazed, continuously unfazed in life. You know, I've mentioned this before, but I always have 3 drinks when I'm working at all times. I need these 3 drinks to function, actually. Okay, so I have my coffee. Obviously today I'm drinking hot coffee, but normally I drink iced coffee. I have my water, which I have not drinking much of per usual, and then I have a fun drink, and the fun drink can be anything. It could be kombucha, it could be juice, it could be soda. Today I have sparkling watermelon juice from Trader Joe's. This is delicious. Oh my god, I'm on my break right now, that's why I'm just chatting with you guys. Oh, I came on here to actually update you guys on the book, and I'm just chatting with you. Definitely liking this reread more than the first time I read it. I feel like I was very, very harsh the first time I read it. This is like, I don't think Colin is the worst character in the world. He just gives Regency frat boy energy. He just gives fuck boy energy. He gives like a cute one night stand energy. You know what I mean? Like, he does not give endgame book boyfriend vibes to me, for me. personally. Thoughts, those are my feelings. I love anytime we get the Bridgerton family all together. I love the siblings. I love the family bond and the friendship. I really think that's like the strongest part of this series is the Bridgerton family and the connections that the siblings have, the connections that they have with their friends. That's like, to me, the strongest part of the series, not the romance. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion. Other historic romances that are just so sweepingly romantic and swoon-worthy, and the emotional connection is like top tier, and I don't get that from Bridgerton. Overall, I do think it's a good series and I do like it, but I just like it for different reasons. Like, it's not the most romantic historic romance that I've ever read. I have to get this video posted on Thursday, and today's Monday, but I still need to edit it, so we gotta finish this book, y'all. Pretty sure we're gonna finish today because I'm listening to it on 2x speed and I don't have that many hours left, so we'll probably finish it today while we work. The thing is, is Colin, so like, let me get my thoughts together. The synopsis and throughout the entire book, it's described that Colin is super charming, super handsome, super likable, super popular. Everyone loves him. Is he charming, or is his last name just Bridgerton? Because, like, I don't know what he does to actually be charming. I cannot be bothered to put on makeup right now. My brows and put a little bit of mascara, and that's all we're gonna get. But we're gonna wrap up this video because I did finish Romancing Mr. Bridgerton by Julia Quinn, the 4th book of the Bridgerton series. How do you guys film with glasses on? Because, like, this glare is not doing it. Let's take this off, and you know what? We'll just live. I always apologize for not wearing makeup, but like, what am I apologizing for? What am I apologizing for? You guys are my besties. Also, my skin is actually doing kind of fine. It normally breaks out all the time, so we're just gonna, you know, enjoy the little respite. Oh my god, I need a haircut. Okay, stop. I need to stop picking at myself. Go ahead and start with my star rating. I think the first time that I read this, I gave this like 2.5 stars because I was endlessly bored. Upon reread, my feelings have changed a little bit. I'm going to give this like a 3.5 star. Not quite a 4 star, but very, very close. Go ahead and start with positives, and then I will talk about what I don't like about the book or the series or the show. Reread, I was definitely a lot less critical about Penelope. I actually really liked her. I kind of see a lot of her insecurities come from the way society treats her and the way that her family treats her. Definitely was more in awe of Penelope and definitely liked her character a little bit more. She's a very witty, funny character. Her friendship with Eloise is really, really sweet. Her banter and her loyalty to Colin, even when he does not deserve it, is also really sweet. So I definitely think Penelope was kind of like the saving grace for me with this book. There's one thing I kind of like overlooked and completely forgot about was their banter. Friends to lovers, honestly, is one of my favorite tropes of all time because I love when they already have that love and care for each other as people and have that like comfortable banter with one another. Just like seamlessly blends into a romance. Like, that's my favorite trope ever. From the beginning, they're so comfortable with each other and they're joking and they're laughing. Overall, this is essentially a very sweet romance. There's no huge conflict other than like some miscommunication. I already mentioned how my favorite thing about this whole series is just the Bridgerton family in general. I do like Julia Quinn's writing. It's an easy writing style, right? If someone's new to historic romances, like, her books are very easy to kind of like follow along with. So yeah, those are all the positives, and let's get into the things that I did not like, and that would be Mr. Colin Bridgerton himself. Penelope was literally right in front of him the entire time, just hopelessly pining for him, so loyal to him, so sweet to him the entire time. For him to just be gallivanting and traveling, living his best life, doing everything he wants to do, for him to come back and only notice her originally when she is dressed in more flattering clothing is like, really, Colin? Like, come on. Come the freak on. I was more so frustrated by Colin's insecurities and the way that he handled them. He definitely was comparing himself to his older siblings and his siblings that are already married, which in a way makes sense, but the way he like processed that wasn't exactly the healthiest thing, and his insecurities definitely bled into the way that he treated Penelope and his lack of communication, and like for the biggest conflict really to be the lack of communication and the two of them just being really insecure characters. That wasn't my favorite. It was not my favorite. I will be honest. Once he opened his eyes and realized Penelope was right in front of him, the romance definitely picked up. The steamy scenes were great. The banter was great. I just felt like it was a little too late. And I'm still kind of feeling in the fact that, to me, they just don't give endgame. They give like a cute first love. Your cute first love that you remember fondly, and then you move on. Done. I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point. Let's talk about this series for a second because I do have some thoughts since we read this one. I have said this so many times, I do really feel that they announced Lady Whistledown entirely too early. Now, I understand that because the series was already established and so well loved, you could easily Google who Lady Whistledown was and find out. They were just trying to get ahead of that, and that's why they announced it literally in season 1. I just think they announced it too early, and they're advancing some of the storylines too early, which I feel like is why we're getting Colin and Penelope before Benedict. I also don't necessarily love how dramatic this series is compared to the book. One of my biggest pet peeves is villainous female characters, or when there is conflict between women. Because for me, I'm never going to be beefing with another girl. I'm always going to be supporting them. So the fact that the show really twisted those female relationships kind of pisses me off a little bit. In season 2 with Kate and Edwina's relationship as sisters, I remember reading the second book and really loving the relationship. It was so sweet. It was so supportive. And in the show, it is like completely twisted. And then the same thing with Penelope and Eloise's relationship. Their friendship is so wholesome, so sweet, so supportive, but in the show it is, again, completely twisted, more so to make it like dramatic TV. And I don't know if that's my favorite thing in the world. It definitely is on par with Shonda Rhimes and the shows that she creates, right? Scandal's very dramatic, Grey's Anatomy is very dramatic. I don't necessarily love those shows, and I don't necessarily love the way that the female relationships are being twisted in the series. I want to come off too critical, because I do love Bridgerton as a book and as a TV show. I think it's fun. I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm going to continue rereading the books as new seasons come out, and I'm going to watch the new seasons, but there are some things that I don't like. I think for me, the main complaint that I have right now with the Bridgerton TV show is that I feel like it is, I don't know how to say this in a nice way. I feel like it is pandering to non-historical romance readers, right? You already have an existing fan base for the Bridgerton series. It's well loved, it's well known. Historical romance readers are going to watch the series regardless. So I feel like a lot of the marketing was done towards people who are not existing historical romance readers or existing romance readers in general. It is a historical romance, but it feels like it's being done in a contemporary setting. In my opinion, I definitely think that Bridgerton had an effect on historical romance. Very interesting to see the trajectory of historical romance from the start of the pandemic to now. At the start of the pandemic, people were rereading classics like Lisa Kleypas, Beverly Jenkins, Julia Quinn. It was at an all-time high. On BookTube, on Bookstagram, Step Back Saturday, it was everywhere. And people were really falling back in love with historical romance and mass market paperbacks. And then it's just slowly declined. There are multiple reasons for that. Publishers aren't really promoting them, just not making mass markets as much as they used to either. Like Bookstagram and BookTok were focusing more on like darker romances, sports romances. Not saying that Bridgerton ruined historicals, but I definitely think that they played a part into historicals just not being marketed. When the season came out, Bridgerton changed their covers from like a classic historical like mass market with a beautiful step back to, I'll put the covers right here. They weren't mass market anymore. They don't look like a historical romance. They look like women's fiction or contemporary, where the character's face are being cut off and just shows their body. Style of historical really started to pick up. Other historicals were kind of doing the same thing. When we started leaning into illustrated covers and discrete covers and kind of staying away from the very classic clinch covers that historical romance was known for, which is really unfortunate. Now when you go to Target or Walmart, they are literally not selling mass market paperbacks. They are selling either covers like these or just contemporary romances, which is very odd because so many people were loving Bridgerton, but they weren't necessarily picking up other historical romances. They might have been rereading Bridgerton as a series, but they weren't picking up Lisa Kleypas, Beverly Jenkins, Kathleen E. Woodiwiss, Amanda Quick, etc., etc. From what I've noticed, again, this is all like my opinion. I do not work in the industry. This is just something that I've noticed as a historical romance reader and lover. Then what I've also noticed is like people who love historical romance are like, oh my god, Bridgerton, amazing. Let's get more adaptions. Let's get more shows. Guy O'Malley by Burgess Small, Wallflowers by Lisa Kleypas, the Destiny series by Beverly Jenkins. Like, we want more adaptions. I feel like there's like kind of this attitude and this feeling of like, oh, but you already have one. You guys already have Bridgerton. Okay, like you guys have a million doctor shows. I think we could have one more adaptation that's a historic romance. So those are just my feelings on how Bridgerton impacted historic romance in general. But it's all fun, it's all love over here. I am just a fan of romance in general, in any way, shape, or form. Whether that's movie, TV show, or books, it will always be my preferred genre. It would always be something that I reach for. Just rewatched season 2 to prepare for season 3. I'm really excited for it. I should have asked for the day off, but I didn't. I have not watched Queen Charlotte. I haven't watched Queen Charlotte because I am a cry baby. I am a crybaby, okay? I am a Cancer. I'm very emotional. And the thing is like, I feel like I need to be in a good mental space to be able to watch Queen Charlotte, and I just haven't been in a good mental space. Anyways, that is all my thoughts and opinions. I hope you guys enjoyed me rereading Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, as well as rewatching season 1 and season 2 to prepare for season 3. My reading vlogs are always very, very long because I never know when to shut up, but I love you guys. My reading vlogs are literally always an hour long. I'm so sorry. If you have stayed this long, leave an emoji. What emoji should you leave? How about a little kissing emoji, because there's a little kiss print on this handkerchief right here on this book. Also, and then you also have the clinch cover where they're about to kiss. Leave a little kissing emoji in the comments down below so I know you stayed this long and that we're bookish besties. Make sure to check out Jessica and Christy's reading vlog as well. Follow us on the Historical Hellions, all the shameless plugs. I love you guys so much. As always, thank you for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the world to me. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!